Welcome back to another episode of Keep Austin Keto. Today we're going to cook a couple of steaks for you and we're going to walk through the whole process. We're doing this outdoors. We thought we'd change things up a little bit and do something a little different. So it'll be a little bit brighter. We have some daylight left here and I have helping hands today. Scott's going to be helping cook the steaks and I'm going to ask questions if I have any.
And we're going to do it on this carbon steel pan. I've had this for a while. It's really difficult to season on the induction burner that we have, so outside is ideal. So part of this effort is to get this thing looking the way it's supposed to. It's okay, but it's not great. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and light it. Let it warm up a little bit. Now I've got it full on right now. Yeah. As soon as it gets warmed up, I'm going to put this little bit of bacon grease that I've got right here and put a thin coating of that and then let it get it back up to heat. This should go really quick.
And what kind of pan did you say this was?
Matt Borgia. Yeah, it's there's a lot of different brands. I picked this one because the handle angle is a little bit more shallow. There are other brands where it comes up a lot, makes it difficult to put in an oven. So I wanted this one primarily because the handle, the fact that there's no areas that are hard to clean here. Sometimes this handle's on the inside. Yeah, it's a nice clean skillet at least for me. And the angle of the, I don't know what you call it, but it just fit. So I got that one. I've been really happy with it. Okay, we've got a little heat now. It's getting there. It's going to take a little while. These heat in a fraction of the time that iron skillets do, so that's part of the appeal, at least for me.
Also, we'll have that link down below for you if you want to check out this pan. We did buy this on Amazon, and I'll post that link down below for you.
Get this nice and saturated. This flame is so great because you get heat evenly dispersed all around. On a flat, especially an induction burner, electric burner, it focuses right here and it doesn't, lick flames up around. Gas is the way to go with these. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of bacon grease and just give it a little bit of white. Very, very thin layer. There is a great way to season these in your oven with oil. You just put it on whatever the burning temperature of the oil is. Look that up and only go about 20 degrees higher than that. This is smoking hot right now. I'm gonna give it one more wipe. Make it really thin. Should see a little smoke, hopefully. Yeah, I can see it. It's smoking now. And that is perfect. Now, on a bare skillet with that fine, okay, we've salted and peppered this. We're gonna put it bare on this really hot skillet and not move it. I'm gonna give that about 10 minutes, maybe 12. I'm gonna turn the heat down because of the thickness. And we're gonna more or less slow cook this one.
So on the first side, we're going to cook it for how long?
I'd say 12 minutes.
12 minutes is going to give us medium well to well?
Yes.
But not overdone where it's dry.
Not overdone.
Okay. We'll be back.
It's getting time to turn. Use a little fork to get up underneath there. There we go. And I'll use these. Looks pretty good. That's it. And now we're going to put butter once we do this turn. We'll do 1 cube at a time. I don't want to use a lot of butter, but just enough to cool up like this and come up over the top to help seal it. Adds a little bit of flavor. Now this is salted but not peppered yet. And at some point during this I'm going to go ahead and pepper it as well. I'm going to do 1 more pat of butter. Two more pats of butter. Now I'm just going to let it sit. We're going to do another 12. I actually did that 15 minutes. Looks pretty good. I kind of did a low and slow for this. I'm going to have to bring it up on its sides and render down some of this fat as well toward the end. Okay, we're about 10 minutes in on this side. I'm going to lift it up, and yeah, it's coming off very easily. Now I grab my tongs. Let's go this way. And go ahead and render the fat that's on this end down a little bit. Shouldn't take too long. After this, I'm going to do an experiment. We've got another T-bone we're going to put in here right on top of it. The butter that's already in there, it may reduce the amount of browning that happens or increase it. I don't know. But we're going to find out. It's pretty good.
So when you have it on the side and you're rendering the fat down, is that about a 45 seconds or so, maybe a minute?
Depending on how much fat, it didn't have a lot, and I'll pick it up and just look at it. That looks pretty good. So then I'll come over here, get that side. I'm surprised this can was used before for just hamburgers, and it's still going. So these little cans, I don't know, I paid $3 for that. It lasted us a long time. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get 2 steaks out of this can that had already been used. I brought a spare just in case, but yeah, it smells great though. Oh goodness. That little piece of fat right there. I'm just gonna try to squeeze it down a little bit. I like to heat this bone back here too. Not a lot of fat, but I like to heat that bone. Maybe a little flavor will come out of it. And then we're going to let this little guy rest 15 minutes, maybe 20. If you guys can hang on, I'm going to let this sit in a plate and rest. I'm going to reach over and grab the other steak and throw it right on top. And then I'll be right back. Now, is this one seasoned? You know? Okay. Let's go ahead and season that real quick. I'm going to flop the other side. There you go. Perfect. And just set it right on top. Hopefully that'll come out really well.
Okay, so we decided to do a second steak in the same butter. I would say don't try this at home. It didn't work out. So we've got rid of the old butter and stuff that was in the pan. Right as we were flipping it, we added in a couple new pats of butter. And so we're all to a fresh start again. This is his steak, just saying. All right, y'all, here's the final product. It's resting. I'm going to give it about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm also going to make a broccoli salad to go with this. It's going to be mostly a raw salad to go with this, and I'll show you that when this is rested. I'll be back. All right, y'all, let's cut into the steak and see what it looks like. Let's see what temperature we wound up at. We were going for medium well to well, but not overdone. All right, looks pretty good to me. I think it could be cooked a little bit less next time. That's about 12 minutes on each side. So yeah, that's where we're at with that one. Okay. All right, this is the second steak we cooked. We're just gonna cut into this and see what temperature this one wound up at as well. Okay. Still about well done. So if you want it, I can post some temperatures down below just so you can see what they wind up at. Okay, y'all, I was inspired by Low Carb Love to make a recipe, and this is the one I made. It is nothing near the recipe she made, but I took the ingredients I had and I did the best that I could do, and it still tastes really good. I used broccoli. I only had a mix of Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese. I did white onion instead of the red onion because my red onion was just way too intense for me in this salad. I toasted off some almonds, and I put mayonnaise and some white wine vinegar in here, and it tastes really good. I'm pretty happy with it. So head on over, check hers out. Hers has bacon in it. I didn't have any bacon, so that's why my recipe turned out completely different. Oh, and I didn't have cheddar cheese either. So anyway, here it is. This is going to be with my steak tonight. That's in the previous post in the stories here.